Hello, and welcome to another Chinese food adventure. I'm continuing my explorations of Dongbei, the chilly northeastern regions of China, and of course I had to come to Harbin, especially this year where it's going absolutely viral. Every time I open my phone, any social media platform, there are photos and videos of people visiting the ice and snow sculptures. So I know what you're thinking. I guess this is going to be a video about the ice and snow sculptures. Well, you would be wrong. I am not here to visit those because I actually heard that the line for the toilet there this year is over an hour long because it's just so busy, so full of people. So I was like, no thank you, not this year. Also, I've actually been once before, a few years ago, when it was a lot less busy, but I have to say, no question about it, the sculptures are absolutely incredible, both during the day and at night. I thought it would be fun a few days ago. I actually went to visit the Chongchun ice and snow sculptures just to see, and it was a very interesting experience because firstly, there were no lines, no need to book ahead, the tickets were less than half the price, and the snow sculptures and ice sculptures were quite okay. It was a lot bigger than I thought, so definitely something to consider. So the question is, why am I here if not for the ice sculptures? Well, the answer is of course food, more specifically to visit a morning market. I've actually heard that here in Harbin, despite the achingly cold weather, morning markets are still operating. Something I should probably mention, it is currently minus 22 degrees here in Harbin, and it is also just after 6 a.m. So let's go check out this morning market and see what is happening. Here we go, guys. Morning market in Harbin, 6 a.m. We out here, as well as everyone else it looks like. It's surprisingly busy for such an early hour. I'm very impressed also that all these vendors are out here in such cold conditions in Chongchun. I know that they not close, but they significantly reduce the amount of stalls available in the winter time, but not here. I mean, with the sudden influx of tourists this year for the winter time, I'm guessing this market has never been so busy. And another very interesting thing about this morning market is everywhere you go, everywhere you walk, you just hear a phrase repeated over and over again, and that is gaga xiang. Which basically in Dongbei dialect means so tasty, it's so cute. And guess what, guys, even though it's 6 a.m. and minus 22 degrees, surprisingly enough today, I'm not food adventuring alone. I'm so excited this morning to be joined by my friend Kerry here. If you're on Chinese social media, you probably recognize her. I'm so excited to be here. I love your hat. Oh my gosh, you have come dressed to impress with the Dongbei hat.
Yes.
How are you dealing with the cold? You're from Florida in America.
Yeah,
right?
I had to buy clothes as soon as I got here. I had to buy shoes, I had to buy a scarf, I had to buy a hat, and I own nothing.
I mean, it's minus 22 degrees right now.
Really?
Yeah, you know that?
No.
So welcome to your first morning market experience.
Thank you, yeah.
First impressions, how are you liking it?
It is crowded in here. I am so shocked about that.
Me too. We're gonna start this food adventure off right now because I've actually just been lining up for half an hour. I got here really early because the stall you can see behind us here, it's the hottest stall of this street. It sells something called yojiagao, basically deep fried cakes, and it's filled with a mixture of red bean, rose, and brown sugar. So I'm very glad I arrived early because I think this queue is considered small for this stall, and the line is also moving very slowly, and I think that's for two reasons. Firstly, it's all handmade. They're all making them here as we speak, so they make them and fry them on the spot. And also I think people are buying like huge amounts of these cakes, as people tend to do when they go to somewhere that's really popular, you know, and bring some back for your friends. As for me, I just got 5 of them, and we're gonna eat them right now before they get cold. Help yourself to a steaming hot yojiagao. I don't know what to expect. This is my first yojiagao, and I'm going in straight with my mittens. I would usually take my mittens off when grabbing food, but it's just so cold here. I have no idea how Kerry is managing with no gloves at all. Respect. Hot. Wow. Very hot.
This is good. It's like a Chinese donut.
Very crunchy on the outside. I feel like this is the snack best enjoyed hot. And on the inside you have like this hongdao, like red bean with like a taste of rose as well. It's nice, it's very refreshing with that rose taste coming through as well. Yeah, it's nice and warm, heats you up.
Yeah, definitely.
What are your thoughts on red bean?
I mean, it's disappointing when I think it's gonna be chocolate, because that happens way too often.
Classic.
So I don't like that, but when I expect it, I love it.
Well, first snack of the day, There are going to be many, many more. Another thing I'm seeing a lot around this market are tanghulu, but they're unlike any other tanghulu I've seen before. Have you ever tried a tanghulu before?
Once. I've tried the original with the hawthorn.
Well, they have another one here that I'm really keen to try, which is actually with a latiao. Do you know what a latiao is?
Yeah.
So for my foreign audience watching this, a latiao is a popular Chinese snack you'll find at supermarkets and convenience stores. It's characterized by its chewy texture and spicy taste. It's basically the last thing I'd imagine making a tanghulu out of. 好吃吗？
好吃，
我感觉有点奇怪啊。
奇怪不奇怪在这儿，又酥又脆，又甜又辣。
哇，丰富！我的妈呀！
This concept is very peculiar.
Well, would you like to do the honors? Have the first bite for us. I mean, it could be good. Like, you've got the spicy and the salty and then, like, the sweet on the outside. Like, maybe it's revolutionary.
So they say.
Let's try.
No. It's not for me. I'm gonna be honest.
Honestly, the bigger challenge for me was just getting a bite out of it.
Whoa. See what I'm saying now?
It's definitely hard to eat. I mean, the combination of the latiao itself is sometimes a bit more on the chewy side.
Yeah.
And also this really cold weather and the sugar on top, it's a bit hard to actually get down, but the taste is okay. I like the bit of sweetness with the latiao actually. Because latiao can sometimes be a bit overwhelming in like the heaviness and the oiliness.
Yeah.
So I actually feel like I prefer this latiao to maybe just an original latiao. Huh?
No, thank you.
It's just everywhere. Girls help girls. Okay, let's get to our next stop. I think I need something refreshing. One thing that was catching my eye a lot at this market were these steaming mugs of bingtang kaoli, rock candy baked pear, and it's got lots of healthy goodies inside. Let's give it a go.
得路口八的路口，
什么？
你不是老毛的吗？
拉毛的？是什么意思？
俄罗斯的吗？
哦，不是，你刚才说什么？
得路口八的路口。
哦，是什么意思？
你好，
你想知道在澳洲怎么说你好吗？
知道。
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate.
Oh my god, 太棒了! Something just happened that happens to me a lot here, especially in Harbin, but Dongdae in general, is people assume I'm Russian. Are you having a similar experience?
Yes, and multiple times.
So in case you were unaware, Harbin has a very Russian feel because back in the day, many Russians actually came to Harbin to work on the railroad. A lot of buildings were also built by Russians, so till this day, you'll see a lot of Russian architecture here, as well as Russian cafes, restaurants, products, street signs, or unsurprisingly, walking around Harbin as a foreigner, many people will assume you're Russian and even talk to you in Russian. Well, we're gonna try this, which apparently is good for the health. I just saw it and I saw something warm and I was like, that looks good.
That looks pretty hot.
Oh, it's very hot.
Oh, my tongue.
Oh, I like it. It's not too sweet. It's
Definitely a pear taste.
yeah, it tastes healthy, huh?
Yeah.
And it does the job of washing away some of that latiao aftertaste, which I have to admit has really lingered. I am keen though, I have seen that there are other places in Harbin selling the tanghulu with chilies inside. So if we see that, I might actually try that. And I think the universe must want me to try it because I kid you not, 30 seconds later, we came across this. Oh my god, that's a carrot! It's a carrot tanghulu.
胡萝卜糖葫芦就是甜脆，辣椒是甜脆。
也有一个黄瓜的. What is happening? But guys, I have to try at least one. So I'm gonna go for the chili. So this is a very interesting day. I've seen things that I would like to unsee.
I'm afraid I'd like to unsee it as well.
What is happening here in Harbin? Can someone please enlighten me in the comments? Like, why is there so many random tanghulu? Like, there's even a carrot. And believe it or not, that's nothing. I passed a stall later that day where they even had crab tanghulu for sale. And get this, even a fish one. But I think for now, this chili tanghulu is more than challenging enough.
少咬少
I
咬
can't even bite it. 太硬了吧?
少咬，咬一大尖儿。
I finally managed to chip a little bit away. I'm trying to make up my mind about it because it's not very spicy. It's like a pepper, like a
甜脆是不是
capsicum.
甜脆？
甜脆，对，就是甜脆的，你说的就对了。I mean, I like it better than the latiao. I feel like Ratatouille, you know, when he's putting together all his flavors and he's putting like, you know, the cheese with the grape and he's like discovering new flavors in his mouth. I feel like that right now. Two flavors I wouldn't have put together. I mean, a chili and the sugar. You're not impressed, huh?
What is this? It's just a raw, I wouldn't even eat a raw pepper normally, let alone covered in sugar.
Well, no one could say this food adventure lacks adventure, but I think it's probably best for our friendship if I let Kerry choose the next place.
Look at this. I've been seeing these egg things. I don't know what they are, but I've been seeing them all throughout the whole market. I want to try this one.
是什么意思？很好啊。你好啊。什么语言？俄语。俄语吗？哦。俄罗斯语。你们是哪儿？我是澳大利亚的。
A lot of things about this market were unexpected, but getting an introductory language course in Russian was probably at the top of that list.
Okay, so we have our egg hamburgers. Inside we have pork. And obviously a lot of egg in there as well.
And when you bite into it, you can see all the layers there.
The outside is almost like a bit like pancakey.
So this is made by first cracking an egg into a pan, adding batter to the bottom, as well as some pork mince on top there, and then more batter is added to paste onto the other side. It's a Dongbei breakfast market classic.
It's like a Chinese version of the egg McMuffin. It really is.
I mean, it's a crowd pleaser. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, can't go wrong with it.
Something else you can't go wrong with, dandong strawberries.
So there's a place in this region called Dandong, and they have these strawberries that are called milk strawberries or like creamy strawberries, and they actually taste creamy. You will not be disappointed.
It does taste milky. What is that?
They're cream strawberries. I mean, people, they like to put strawberries in cream, but here they've just cut out the middleman and they make the strawberries taste like cream. I don't know how they do it. One of my favorite things about living in this region are the strawberries.
I would
in
have
winter.
never expected that. Also, it's a white.
Yeah.
Like in America, whenever I bite into my strawberries, there's always like that white bit inside. This is all just red.
And they're also massive.
I have to admit, Kerry, I've been eyeing off your hat and feeling a little bit like, oh, I want one of those. And they have this table here where they have some for sale.
Guys, putting on this hat felt like what I can only imagine Cinderella felt, slipping on that glass slipper, or how King Arthur felt when he pulled Excalibur out of stone. It was just simply meant to be.
I've always wanted something to wear something in this pattern. This is like really typical Dongbei.
Have you seen the people dressed in full?
Yes! Yes, and I really want like an entire jacket. I want a whole outfit. I still have some leveling up to do. It is just about to tick over to 8 a.m. and it is absolutely wild how many people are here. I'd really say get here as early as possible. Get here before 8.
But we've still got room for a few more snacks before wrapping up this food adventure. When we saw this sign for deep fried ice cream, we were intrigued immediately.
That is like the most American thing I've seen in China so far.
They had lots of different flavors, but we went for the chocolate one.
Wow, we have our fried ice cream here. She's told us we have to wait 30 seconds to eat it because it's really hot.
I can't believe it only takes 30 seconds to cool down.
I mean, we're in minus 22 degrees.
它的视频给我评论一下。
哦，好吧。
谢谢。
Do you want a Lady in the Tramp it?
Sure, yes.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's fried ice cream. Usually the outside of fried ice cream would be sweet. This one's like more salty.
Yeah, it's definitely different to the fried ice cream I've had in Australia.
Have you seen the amount of people that eat like ice like popsicles here? It's insane.
One of the things I still don't quite understand about Harbin is why ice cream is so popular here. There are lines everywhere on the street to buy ice cream, and the funniest thing is, of course, there's no need for a freezer. Another thing you see everywhere in Harbin are these sausages, hongchang. So how about we end out this food adventure with a sausage?
Have you tried the Harbin sausage yet?
No, I have not.
It's really good. I've had it once before years ago when I was here in Harbin. It's got a really lovely smoky taste that I'm enjoying a lot.
But let's see if it tastes the same all these years later.
That's really good. It has an interesting texture. Almost bread-like.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it tastes like bread.
I like it. It has like a crispy outer shell, outer layer. The inside is very soft. The texture is almost bread-like. And they put some nice spices on the outside. I mean, it's a nice sausage.
Or smoking sausage.
Yeah, smoking sausage, it's like steaming, and it'll only take a few seconds for this to completely freeze. It's really cold. Thank you so much for coming out this morning.
So it was really a pleasure.
Do you have like a favorite food that you tried today?
I really liked the thing at the beginning, the little donut-like thing with the red paint. It was really good.
I think that was my favorite as well. It was really crispy, it was hot.
Same
Highlight
here.
for me was definitely the tanghulu that we tried. I will never forget this moment that we shared together, having latiao tanghulu and chili tanghulu.
I don't think my stomach will forget for a few hours either.
It's a weird combination of foods we've had today, but thank you so much for joining me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please follow Kerry on all of her platforms. I'm going to put it on the screen here, and I will see you next week. Bye from Harbin.